Every parent and grandparent wants to help their kids do well in school, right? But did you know there are some simple things you can do at home that can make a world of difference? It has nothing to do with a book. We welcome Claire Heffron and Lauren Drobniak here from the Inspired Treehouse. And I hear Inspired Treehouse. Treehouse sounds like it's something for kids, but this is for adults too, isn't it?
Yeah, so our new space we're opening up on Broadway in Bedford. And it's going to be a play space for kids where families can drop their kids off for a 90-minute play group. They're going to be low cost or no cost to families. We're going to be a nonprofit organization. So they'll be able to come, engage in playful activities to promote developmental skills, and then we'll also be running some events for families where they can learn a little bit more about child development.
Okay, she said 90 minutes. What's 90 minutes and how did that come about?
An hour and a half. We're used to running these play groups in the schools. Claire is an occupational therapist and I'm a physical therapist, and we've worked in the Bedford schools for many years. And we kind of do these play groups in our treatment sessions for the kids at school, and then in the summers at home we ran these play group kind of experiences for kids in our neighborhoods. And it just seemed like the good amount of time to incorporate gross motor, fine motor, and sensory motor skills into a theme. Say, for instance, ocean. We'll do all kinds of activities centered around the theme of ocean, and they'll hit all of those major areas of child development.
Okay, so you talk about physical therapists and strength training and that sort of thing. So it's not just a gathering place where kids can learn stuff, but it's a place where also you can improve your motor skills and such?
Sure. So a lot of times when people think about back to school, they think about math and reading and handwriting.
Me?
Yeah. And as therapists, we kind of tend to hone in a little bit more on the foundation skills that kids need before they can even ever get to those academics. So specifically a big one that we look at is strengthening. Core strength is a big one, and hand strength. Those two tend to be areas that kids struggle with a lot. Even children who don't have any medical diagnosis or any real special needs that would indicate that they should be having a problem in that area. So we think that it's really important to provide that exposure, and there are things you can do, to help that at home. So
you talk about core strength and hand strength, arm strength, that kind of thing, and then you probably see people that maybe diet could help them a little bit. So you have the kids, you're helping the kids, but do you also help the parents in some way then?
So the main focus of our space when we have families come in will be education about child development skills. So they would come in for special events surrounding topics like kids who are having trouble sleeping. That's a big one. Yeah.
How is that? Kids just can't sleep at night, or?
A lot of times we see kids who have sensory concerns, and that can play into it. Even kids who don't have diagnosed needs in that area may benefit from some sensory strategies to help calm them before bedtime. So we would teach things like that to families. Picky eating is another big one that comes up. What other areas that?
I guess I would just say that our blog, theinspiredtreehouse.com, is 3 years worth of articles on all of that information. And our audience is mainly parents, grandparents, teachers, and therapists that can come for free and get all of that information.
So I think what's important about this is, sometimes parents will have a kid, or you'll see somebody else's kids and they're picky eaters, or they don't want to go to bed, or they can't go to bed, and you think maybe they're just being brats and all that, but there could be an underlying problem here that should be addressed.
Definitely. I think that education is a key piece of that, so people can recognize what's going on.
I heard you use the word event. So you have a big event coming up, right?
Yeah, so this weekend on Saturday from 10 to 2 in our new space, we'll be hosting our grand opening at the Treehouse. So it's at 689 Broadway, and you can find out more information at thetreehousebedford.org.
Okay, so you're in Bedford. If somebody sees this and they're in Westlake or something like that, who's invited to this thing? Who can come, and how do you participate? How do you get involved?
It's for anyone. It's for all kids. Anyone can come and check us out. We will start pretty slowly incorporating our playgroups. We're going to start with preschool age. Those pilot playgroups will start at the beginning of October, and then we'll gradually build our schedule from there. But this weekend is to come in and see what we're all about, to get information, to see our place, and
brand new place.
Yeah, brand new place.
Ready to go.
Yeah,
so how many kids can you accommodate? How many kids can you help, you think?
So our groups will have 10 at a time, and then we'll be running multiple groups all day, and then multiple groups over the course of a week. So
you're the physical therapist, and you're the occupational
That's
therapist.
Right.
How do we do here today?
We did
awesome.
I think great.
Was I strong enough?
You were strong enough.
How's my core strength looking?
Yeah,
You're
good.
leaning
You're
forward a
sitting up
little bit.
straight.
I love these people. We'll be right back after the break.